Alright everybody, this is Nash here, and today we got a great Texas video. The 2023 schedule just dropped seconds ago. I have not looked at it yet, but we're going to take a look. But before we do, if you like this video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your thoughts on the schedule reaction, and let's hop right into it. Alright, now before we look at the schedule, alright, let's just have a quick recap of my prediction, alright? So, I predicted TCU, Texas Tech, Kansas State, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Baylor, Houston, UCF, and Cincinnati. And without further ado, here's the schedule. Boom, we got it official. We did get Baylor. We got Kansas, I didn't get that one. Oklahoma, Houston, BYU, Kansas State, TCU, Iowa State, and Texas Tech. I mean, hey, I was pretty close. I didn't have Cincinnati, I had Iowa State, and I didn't have Central Florida, I had Kansas. And then also no Oklahoma State, we got BYU. So we are only playing two Big 12 teams, or new Big 12 teams, University of Houston and BYU. So that'll be interesting, back to back after the bye week as well. But we start out Baylor versus Kansas. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if we can get past Alabama, I'm liking the first half of this schedule. I really am. Like, this is a Texas team that could start hot and get really overhyped fast. I'm telling you right now, and when I say overhyped, they could get overhyped. The hype could be correct when they start talking about Texas like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, despite what everybody says, okay? Despite what all the other media people say about, oh, well, I'm tired of falling for Texas, so that's why we're going to talk. No. They want to get clicks. They want all that stuff, okay? Make no mistake about it. So you will hear the hype. You don't buy it from them. You buy it from Texas people like me. Me and Kieran. That's it. No, I'm kidding. But back to the schedule. Oh, that's the wrong one. I was pretty close though. I'm gonna pat my back on that one. Good old POB right there. TCU later in the year. My buddy TCU guy Trey knows this. I am so happy. I'm gonna look into the camera. I'm so happy. We get to play TCU again. I was gonna be so mad if we didn't play TCU and they got to puff their chest out saying, "Oh yeah, look at that. We beat y'all on y'all's turf last." Hang 70 on those dudes. All right. Now Houston BYU. That should be interesting, like I said. And here's the other deal. So I'm wanting to look at. This is the other thing. Let's look at the focus on who the away teams are. And if you've probably used your common sense like I didn't, Alabama is light and not gray. So our away games are Alabama, Baylor, Oklahoma, University of Houston, TCU, and Iowa State. So there's something about that. And that something is we do not travel. I mean, we travel out of the state of Texas 2 times. 2 times. This is a good schedule for Texas. This is about as good as it could have got. I thought we were going to. You go back to my other video. Go back to my other video. I said we were going to get raked. We're going to get shafted. They're going to pull us over the coals. Rake us over the coals. They gave us a good one. Literally. Outside of. They could have made us go to BYU. They could have. Obviously, Iowa State. But they could have forced us to go outside the state of Texas. And they didn't. Now, who knows? Let's look, kind of just glancing at some other schedules. Oklahoma. Really, I actually want to look at the top 5, excluding Baylor, because I want to see who BYU gets. Okay, so BYU, they got Kansas. Like I said, I'm going through this live. I have not seen this up until now. Kansas, Cincinnati, TCU. So looking through all these schedules, interestingly enough, Cincinnati is the only one I think that plays all 4 of the new teams. And that made I'm just quickly glancing at it, so I'm probably missing some stuff. But This schedule should be fun. Like I said, Texas is not moving out. We're not going. Our away games: Alabama, Baylor. That's in Texas. Oklahoma. That's in Texas. That's a neutral game. But we are away. No, we're actually going to be home, so that should be a great game. But it's a neutral site. Houston, inside the state of Texas. TCU, inside the state of Texas. We're going to Birmingham, Alabama. Not Birmingham. Is it Birmingham? No, it's Tuscaloosa. I don't know why I got that backwards. We're going to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And we're going to Ames, Iowa. That's our trips. And they're so far apart, too. I cannot state this enough. We got a really good schedule here. This is not a lot of travel. State of Texas, all inside the state of Texas. Now, we're going to be playing Houston at Houston. That should be a fun game. And not for all the reasons on the football field. Because I didn't know this up until really this whole schedule stuff started to go down because I'm a younger guy. But there is some bad blood between Houston and Texas. And not just the fans, but the upper level, the presidents. Like, there's some saltiness that goes on with these upper level dudes. But, again, looking at the schedule, I'm really pumped for this thing. We got easy games that you could consider, and I guess that's what we'll go through, and we'll break this down now. So looking at this, especially if our team is where we think they're going to be, and where they're supposed to be, really. Supposed to be is the biggest word. Rice, Wyoming, Kansas, BYU, even Kansas State. Those should be games that we handle easily at home. And, yeah, all those are at home, so those are against kind of lesser opponents. Road games we should win, but could have a tough time on. Baylor, Houston, Iowa State, and you know what? Trey, I'm throwing TCU in there. TCU, hang 70 on them. I want to see us going dry on those guys. But we got Texas Tech at home. Now, Texas Tech is also a team that we should beat, and but they could make it a game, as we just saw this last year. But for the most part, we should just absolutely knock the crap out of them. Kansas State, same thing. Oklahoma, same thing. Baylor, I mean, I really, the one game on this schedule, that gives me concern is Alabama. They gave us as good of a schedule as they could have, sending us out of the Big 12. I cannot overstate this enough. I know at this point I'm gonna end the video because I just sound like an absolute broken record. But Texas, we got it. The schedule, we got it. they gave it to us, and I couldn't be more happy. All right, everybody. As y'all can see, great day for Longhorn fans. Hope you all have a great day. And Roschon Johnson, go kill it in the Senior Bowl practices and the Senior Bowl. That will be coming up shortly. All right, everybody. Hook 'em!